3 days till the Easter weekend, Good Friday. The tradition in Cape Town is, of course, fish and pickled fish. As jou vis nie ingelê is nie, if it's not started pickling yet, I think you're a little bit too late. But Bruce, our intrepid producer, has been going around the fish shops and the fishmongers in his neck of the woods, and he encountered an issue, a shortage. People were queuing in some fisheries where they could find. Bruce was looking for hake, struggled to find some. Last year there was an issue when we spoke about a shortage in particularly snook, and that drove prices up. Faez Poggenpoel, local fisherman. Good morning, Faez. Really appreciate your time. Is it simply a shortage, not based on what you're pulling out of the water, but simply this time of the year, people are looking for fish, and many of them are keeping it for a little bit too late? What's the situation out there?
Lester, it's great to speak to you again. So it is as simple as that, but also you can add the dynamic of bad weather conditions. That also plays a major factor. So we have our vessels all over the show now, particularly in Port Nolloth, Lambert's Bay and Strays Bay. There has been good catches there, and today we are on standby from the vessels in those locations to tell us where the fish is the best so that we can dispatch the trucks and the buckies accordingly. So, yeah, it's a mixture of this time of the year we do have this situation, and also worsening weather conditions making it even more unpredictable.
A message, Lester. 300 Rand for a snook, 350 medikopaf. Is that what it's going for these days?
Look, Port Nolloth, you can do the calculation of what it would cost you to get up to Port Nolloth and bring that fish down. So you need ice, obviously transportation, cost of operation. So the fish in Port Nolloth is going 140 Rand snook. In Lambert's Bay, it's 170 to 190 Rand off the vessel. Then we still have to bring it down to Cape Town because we're supplying the local market, not the international market. Same for Strays Bay. So the cost from the vessels are higher, and as a result, obviously, it gets to the consumer at a higher margin. But that's 300. That is top price that some of the individual operators are selling.
Is that top price, as you mean?
That's
top price for
yeah.
the seller, not top price for the buyer. But what about the Langana that stand here on Klipfontein? On Klipfontein Road.
So he's going to try and reach top price. And one of the things that our members or the public must understand is when you buy snook at that high price, you also have to account for the percentage of pup fish. They call it bros fish. So that fish, obviously, you can't sell at top price. So Langanas and those that resell, they have to account for 5 to even sometimes 20% pup fish. So that also drives up the price, the quality of the fish.
I forget, some people asking me here in studio, what's a Langana? What is a Langana in your words, Faez?
Langana is a fish marketer, someone that sells fish. Is a fishmonger and seller. Yeah.
Tips to get the best pickled fish. You're in the source material business, but you must also know a little bit about how to lay your fish in ahead of Easter.
Yeah, like you mentioned before, you have to lay it in. You have to give it time for the flavor to mature. You can't do it 2 or 3 days before the time. I would say 3 days is the minimum, but yeah, the trick is give it enough time to mature.
A question here from a listener: where are you going to get a better price at maybe one of these chain retail stores, or whether you're going to go to either Klipfontein Road or to Kalkbaai, or maybe even drive up Atlantis Way? Where are you going to get a better price?
If you come to us, and we also have a shortage now, you'll get the best price, honestly. But if you're going to go to Kalk Bay and to the Langanas, anywhere now, everyone is trying to get the highest price possible because the amount of money that they've invested in getting that fish here is significant. But yeah, you have to just shop around, find out who is fishing. And like I said, small scale sector is now operational and they have their own licenses. So there's new players on the market. So hopefully going forward from here, prices will become a little bit better and access will be much easier.
Heard it from the fisher's mouth. Faez Poggenpoel is a fisherman. You're looking at about 300 Rand a snook as a top price if you're still looking for fish ahead of the Easter long weekend.